I am Lizzy with Long Distance Gamers, and today I am going to be talking about Zapotec. What do I think about it, and more importantly, how do we play it remotely? Now before we get started, there are of course two different sides. The side running the game, they for sure have a copy and they play the game mostly like normal. The remote side, they may or may not have a copy. We will be going over how the remote side sets up and how the remote side responds to the game. Here we have Zapotec set up. What the running side has done is they have taken a picture of this setup and sent it to all sides. What the remote side does is they go around and they populate all of these with the ones to match what the running side does. This is a little bit more time consuming than it would be normally because you have to find the exact one to place in the exact spot instead of just randomly populating. But after you get this done, it does flow fairly well throughout the rest of the game. For these tokens, I have them separated, of course, into the 1s, 2s, and 3s. And then I have them separated into that first resource. We have wood, stone, and then brick. And then if there's anything special or different, I will separate those out. These, they're just very much the same on the first ones. So those are separated out just in the two different types that those have. And then populated, of course, to match the running side. And then the running side has also dictated which of these has come out. For these cards, I have put them in order for each one. So we have a set of 1s, the 10s, and the 20s. So that way I can easily grab them out throughout the game. The running side has said what number of these has come out, what 4 of these, and they have given me my starting hand. So for my starting hand, they just simply hold a card holder up so that you can see the numbers. They might have to hold it up a little bit differently depending on their camera. So that way you can easily see it. And then I will just grab these. I won't worry about holding them in place because then when it's my turn to play a card, the running side will just agree with the remote side which side to start if. So if this is side 1, you would just count up. So if I want to play this card, for instance, they would go 1, 2, 3, 4. So I'm playing my 4th card. And so if I would play that, then the other 2 I already have set up, which I am not keeping track of their resources. I am just keeping track of what they're building. And then I also will keep track of which ones of these they have, simply in stacks, just for the sake of the voting. In case one is a runaway leader, I don't exactly want to give them more scoring opportunities. But say once the reveal comes, I will say I'm playing my number 4 card, which is that's right there. And then let's say Brixie plays that card and Kitty plays that card. Oh, well, Brixie wouldn't have played that one because of the scoring opportunity. So maybe he played one of these as well. Okay, so then we go ahead and reveal. Okay, so Kitty will go first with her 1, and then Brixie, and then me. So for me to remember this, at least until these are used up, I will go ahead and put these on there so that way I can easily remember. So let's say Kitty does this and she'll go here and here because she sees that that might be a scoring opportunity later. So I will grab those and put those there. She will put hers there and there. And how I know, she will simply state that she's going to go ahead and place it in the yellow building with the blue idol in the brown area. And that's obviously the only one. Here there are 2 different ones. So she would say I'm going to place my building in the yellow building with the red idol in the brown area with the brick and corn. So then I knew that that was the brick and corn. So I put it there and added hers to here. And then she grabs a card. So she wants this to stay in. And since she already has that, she wouldn't mind that staying in. So maybe she will take this card. So we would go ahead and take that and put it off to the side. Okay, so then she is done. So we will move that over there. And then Brixie goes, having the same information. He's going to see that, okay, well, we have either yellow or that. So, but he, with his, he can only build these 2. So he will go ahead and take those and build those 2. And we have those to put out. And so he will just simply state that he is going to be putting both of his in a blue idle region, both in the brown, area. He's going to put one on the red and the other on the green that produces, well, actually, maybe he would want to place it on this one. So on the stone and coin, because then he will hopefully get some more income to be able to place a little bit more variety of buildings. Since he sees Kitty scored really well with that, he doesn't want that one to score. So he will go ahead and take that building. And I'm going to actually leave these face up just so that I can easily grab them for their numbers. Okay, so I'm going to have to choose between the forest and this to score next time. It doesn't look good for me to be able to score. And I forgot. So Kitty had gotten 4 points for that. And so has Brooksy. Okay, so then it's my turn to resolve. So I'm going to go ahead and do the stone. So I can choose these 2 stones. Obviously, it's only going to produce another stone. So I'm going to go to do that. Okay, so I got the stone from that. And I can build in the brown areas. So looking here, do I want to make it so that green is going to be what we come up next? Or do I want to try to make it blue? If I can only do the blue, I'd only be able to get 1, and Brooks already has a lead on me. But maybe I could beat him to it, but I'm already giving them points. So maybe I'd want to make sure it's green because I also have a green card in here. Well, I also have a blue card. But if I do this green card, I'll know that I want to put any of my buildings that I get in one of these areas. So, with that said, let's see, I can build a wood. Okay, so a wood and a stone can build me a green, so I can build in here. And then I have 2 stones, so I probably don't want to do that. So a wood and a brick, or a wood and a stone, I can do a yellow. And then a brick and a stone, I can do a red. So maybe I could do this yellow over here. And place my guy right there. So I'm going to do it in the green totem, that last remaining spot in the brown. And I'm going to put it right here. So that way I can benefit when I play this card next time. And I get an immediate coin. Woo woo! Okay, so that was a yellow building. So that was these 2. So I can go ahead and bring those. So if I wanted to, I could spend that 1 coin to get one of these 3 resources and be able to, maybe I could get this, so that way I could get this building. So that will help me out in the blues in the future. So that way if they do get blues, I'd be a little bit more advanced. Or I could hold on to my coin and try to save it for some of these bigger ones later on, which I think I'm going to go ahead and do. Especially because I can spend my brick and my stone and place it in a red. So, well, I can only do one of these 3 and they all give me the same resources. So do I want to put it here so that if we get this guy again, I would already have an advantage, or put it over here because that would give me an advantage. I think I'm going to go ahead and place it over here. So I'm going to do it in the gold totem. Now on the red, and I'm just going to place that. I'm going to place that right there. Yeah, I'll place it right there. So that way if I do a stone, it's even better. Okay. And then of course I have 2 buildings, so 2 times 4 is 4. So I'm up there with Brooks and Kitty as well. And then I want this to remain, so I'm going to take this into my hand. We'll pull off these. These go back out over here, while this one comes over to here, because we're going to be scoring green next time. And then a new card will come out, so maybe it'll be 23, for instance. And oh, look at that. I already will get 2 points, so I'm going to hope that that scores. While Brooks and Kitty might be hoping for this, and Kitty's hoping for that. So again, we will all take our cards. I obviously want to do this one. And we all reveal. And then that goes on until the end of the round. It ends once 5 rounds are up. These cards will dictate the number of rounds that come out. Some other things that we can do is we can build temples that will give points for whatever one we choose. I could have chose this one, for instance. So any one I build in that area would get me extra points. And maybe Brooksy would be like, oh yeah, I definitely want to do that. So he would spend resources to get in on that. And then maybe I can get in there and complete it. Because a completed pyramid will give you 5 points for each level that you have in. And then that would mean that I would get 2 points for every one of the ones I have in there. So I would definitely want to try to get more in that area if that is the case. And then you can also work your way up on these. First place gets 9, second place gets 6, and then third place gets 3 points. And you also get the resources or the points you get when you pass them. You can also get saying that yes, you want to do one of these. So this one I would get an additional victory point for every step up on here. For victory points in the same terrain in different regions, so I'd get a here. So I would need to get this one and this one to be able to qualify for 6 points for that. And then you could do it for each different type. And then this one would be, you would want to get them in all the different regions. So I'd want to get, or all the different types in one region, so on and so forth. So this is actually a very detailed thing. So you can easily tell that you need these resources to be able to build a level. Get 1 point per level, times the number of houses in each for each of these, and then 5 points per completed thing. And you don't have to start off with the bottom one. Brooksy could have come in with this one, and then I could have been like, oh yeah, I definitely want in on that if I have more in there. So then I would be able to place that one. Maybe I just wanted the 5 victory points. Whoever has the most victory points is the winner of the game. So that is Zapotec. So you can see it's a nice light resource management game where you're just getting these resources. I do like how this grid works, where you're just getting resources in each one based on buildings that you have built before. I do really like that. I like this tempo where you can kind of dictate what you're going to be scoring, because Kitty would have loved to do that one in this example we've shown. It's really interesting. I do really adore it. My biggest issue I have with it are these resources. There's square for the basic resources, and then circle for the more advanced ones. And then we have the corn and whatever he's called. What is this guy called? Whatever he's called, but they look really similar to me. So I would have liked it to have been slightly different. When I was punching them out even, I got slight separation from my tiles, so you'll want to be careful when you're punching them out. Other than that, it's really good. You can get these asymmetrical types when you get Board Game Geek has them, but all they are is just different places of these around. So it's not really, and then these are in different locations as well for some of them. So it's not really super asymmetrical, just because it didn't make the game feel any different. I would have liked to see maybe some asymmetrical powers. Maybe that could be a cool expansion in the future, if this does well enough. This is a very solid 8.5 game for me. I love it. It does what it does beautifully, and it provides an additional challenge. And there's more to the game than what it initially looks. But yet it still provides that entry-level feel, so that way you can get non-gamers or gamers that aren't like into super big, Vito Sardo games, into playing something like this, because it looks pretty on the board. I like that you can tell where to place these very easily, and you can easily see there's a difference between that one's kind of a duller red than that one. So you can easily see, plus, there's a building if it's not there. Or, if it has a higher player count than what you play with. But it's just, I love it. This artwork is really cute, really pretty. Very clear on what is being scored every round. So definitely enjoy it. If this looks good to you, definitely go and pick it up. Try it out. and then see if you like it. But until next time, just remember to have fun, be present, and be you. Thank you all for watching. If you have any questions or comments, feel free to reach out to us. We would love to hear from you. Also, if you find value in our content, please like, comment, or subscribe. Let a friend or family member know that we exist. Help us spread our channel and bring remote gaming to a table near you. Thank you very much, and have a great day.